Well, hey y'all, how you doing? It's Friday. I got the Jimmy Neutron hair going. I just took a shower and did my Jimmy Neutron hair. Now it's time to shave. It's still No Shave November. Still no. It's the 22nd of November, which is the anniversary of the JFK assassination, which is a fascinating thing to study if you're into that sort of thing. And what are we gonna non sequitur? I'm a history guy. What are we gonna shave with today? Well, we're gonna shave with the old tried and true Rockwell 6S because this, I really mean it. I haven't shaved with it in a while. I've been doing the Gillette Heritage and the Bics and the everything else's. And this thing is just solid. This is the best razor that I've ever tried. This is my favorite, the Rockwell 6S. They have a 6C, which is a little cheaper. This is $100, but it will last you the rest of your life. We're gonna shave with that. We're gonna shave with some Barbasol. I haven't shaved with Barbasol in 10 minutes, so we got to do that. And I've got some aftershave that was just sent to me by the fine folks, Scott over at Captain's Choice. He sent me this NorEaster, which is a new scent that's not out yet. I don't think it's out yet. He's got this, then he's going to have the cream, the soap, and the balm coming out at the end of the year. So I'm going to try this stuff out. It's got menthol in it, folks. He knew. Thank you, Scott, for sending this to me. I really appreciate it. And yeah, and then I got some beard oil. I had to up my beard oil game from the little small sterling because it wasn't cutting it in the amounts I needed for this to handle the kind of irritation I'm getting with this. So I got this, which is the Boss Man Stagecoach Jelly Beard Oil. All right, so let's do it. As I said, I took a shower, did my hair, put some water up on my face and on my goatee, which just absorbs everything. Like whenever I brush my teeth, I get, toothpaste all in it. It's a joy, folks. It's a joy having facial hair for me. Anyway, let's shave with some Barbasol. I'm towards the end of the can, so it gets a little bit runnier. It gets a little bit thicker towards the end of the can. So that changes the consistency and changes the shave a little bit. And I had some people say that when they use Barbasol, they don't shake up the can because they like to get this more liquidy consistency throughout the can as they use it. And I can see why. If you don't want that big, cloudy, puffy kind of shaving cream that it usually makes, maybe don't shake the can. Or just wait till the end. Wait till the end. Rockwell 6S, the stainless steel with the 5 setting. People always ask me what plate I use. I use the 5 with a feather blade in it. And let's shave. Yep, going strong. No Shave November. Let's see, it's the 22nd. 30 days have September, April, June, and November. So we got 8 more days to go, a little over a week. My goodness. Sorry if I'm yelling. I get so excited, I guess, when I do these videos, when I'm talking to y'all. I get so excited, I just find myself yelling alone in a bathroom, staring at a phone and a mirror. There's probably something, if you describe that to someone just on the street, they go, ooh, that person needs help. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. But, just shaving, that's all. Shaving, but this thing, I'm telling you, every time I use this Rockwell, and I know I've said this countless times before, but sometimes I forget when I start, using other razors and you kind of forget. And every time I go back to it, I'm like, this is the only razor I need. This is the only razor I need. Now, mind you, I said need, not want. There's a big difference there. I have lots of razors. Many of which have been sent to me, much like this Rockwell. Thank you very much, Rockwell. And every time sorry about that phone call. I'm telling you, I'm using a phone. A phone with a camera in it? Anyway, what was I saying? Every time I go back to the Rockwell, I realize just how fantastic it is, how well it shaves, how good it feels. And you just can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. All right, first pass. There we go. Ooh, I almost grabbed the 100th anniversary Barbasol, which is right here. Using the small can. I have the big can. All these cans are available. This is the 7-ounce size, but you get the bigger 10-ounce size as well, and the travel size. If you go back, I made a video with all the different Barbasol can sizes that I currently have. And this is the original scent, which I love. I used the body wash in the shower just before this, which smells just like the original. Love it. Now, to be perfectly honest, the body wash it's a little bit thin, so you got to put a lot more in your hand to use it as body wash, and it doesn't lather up very well. And that may pardon me, that may be why it's at Big Lots right now on clearance. Because maybe it didn't quite work out. Their shaving cream lathers up beautifully, but the body wash, even though it smells great, didn't quite cut it in that. Oh, I got a notification here. Amateur. I'm just an amateur today. Don't touch your phone when you're doing a video. Sinatra, come on. Okay, here we go. Going up against the grain. Only do this after the first pass, folks. But as far as the NorEaster aftershave that was sent to me by the Captain's Choice people, also sent me a lovely note here explaining what the deal is and how he's already used his snowblower up where he is. It's been very balmy warm this week here in Austin. But the leaves are all changing color as much as they do down here in Texas. It's nothing like up in the Northeast where everything just seems like it's on fire. The leaves are gorgeous. But we get a little bit. If the timing is right for like the first freeze, which we had at the beginning of last week, and the leaves haven't fallen off yet, we get a little bit of color. We get some yellow and some red and some orange, just beautiful. So that's all happening right now outside the door. But up there in the Captain's Choice country, where's Captain's Choice? Dang it. I need to look. Where do they make it? Wheaton, Illinois. Wheaton, Illinois. So up there in Illinois, you guys are already getting snow. Yep, the big cold snap. But yeah, so Scott decided to send me some. Here we go, third pass, up, and across, and blow your cheeks out. He knew that I like menthol. And you might have even seen an old video where I talked about the cologne I've been wearing since 1986 and still am wearing, because it has something to do with the scent of the NorEaster, at least to my nose. And I'll tell you about that in a minute when I use it. Right after the shave, I need to go over to my kids' elementary school. We're having Thanksgiving dinner in the cafeteria. Thanksgiving is next week here in the States. I think Canada already had theirs, which is just an excuse for us to eat too much, fall asleep on the couch, watch football, and visit family that you either love or don't quite love, you know? You only see them once a year, maybe once every 2 years. I'm fortunate enough to have a great bunch of extended family, and my wife's family are all fantastic, so I'm a lucky man. There's not a dud in the bunch, I swear, there's not. There's not like a drunk uncle that embarrasses everyone or talks politics or anything. Everyone's really nice, so it's great. So I'm looking forward to it. And no, I will not be shaving with cranberry sauce or stuffing or turkey and dressing or mashed potatoes when I shave this off. I'm just going to use regular old non-gimmicky shaving cream of some sort. All right. I just don't like that there's like an ounce or like 6 or 7 ounces of water in my goatee right now. I heard someone describe it as a circle beard in one of the comments. I apologize, I can't remember who said it. One of my regulars. I'd never heard that term before. I heard Van Dyke, I've heard goatee, of course, but I'd never heard circle beard. Circle beard. Yeah. All right. Whew, dry that off. And now to the NorEaster. Not only did Scott send me the aftershave, which I put on a few times just to get an idea of what it smells like, but he also sent me this little thing in a container. It's like a little eyeglass cleaner or something, I think. Or maybe a very, very small blanket. One or the other. Anyway, thanks again, Scott. All right, let's use it, and then I'll put the beard oil on afterwards. Now, this stuff is called NorEaster. And you know what a NorEaster is. Here's in the description. Originating in the North Atlantic, NorEasters thrive and pick up strength from the cold air in the atmosphere. They make landfall, they bring snow and deliver a blast of cold air to the New England states. We call them blue northers down here in Texas. Well, we're having a blue norther. So this is going to be cold like a NorEaster because of the menthol. And the scent, as he describes it in this note, it says, what does it say? Where does it say? A masculine bass note and menthol up front. So the masculine bass note that I'm getting reminds me very much of Drakkar Noir. This stuff smells like and feels like a mentholated Drakkar Noir. Now, I don't know if that's exactly what they're going for, but I've been using Drakkar Noir since 1986. And so I'm very familiar with the scent. And that's exactly what this smells like, but it's not too strong, you know? I was afraid, I was like, oh no, because I'm not big on cologne smells when it comes to aftershaves. But this dissipates quickly, so it's a very light touch, and then I get the menthol tingle. And it's not crazy menthol. It's not like, you know, the Cold Fusion or the Snake Bite from Fine, which I still haven't used. It's just enough for the normal man, not for the menth head like me. So it's good. I like it. I was a little worried, like I said, because I don't like, you know, cologne-y kind of scents. You know, like Brut was a bit too much for me, even the Yardley's English Lavender. But this, and I do have a fondness for Drakkar, as I said. Got to buy a new bottle. I bought this bottle in 2004, and I'm still using it very sparingly. Very sparingly. So that's what this smells like. So it's good. And it gives you just enough of that menthol tingle and a little bit of a burn. Thanks, Scott. That's cool. Thanks for thinking of me. I don't know if you saw that I have always used Drakkar Noir or not, but that was right up my alley. All right. So let's try the Boss Man Stagecoach Jelly Beard Oil. It says shake well. Let me do that. Remember when I did the old Barbasol in a tube, the old 1950s, and I shook it up and it made it just right? That's what I'm going to do with this. Because this is more like, instead of an oil, a liquidy oil, it's more like what it says, a jelly. So let me squirt it out so you can see it. I mean, it's still liquidy, but it's not... It's got a little bit thicker consistency to it. And it smells like leather. It smells like, you know, if you go buy a candle, like say you go to Wyoming or something and you go buy a candle that says it smells like leather, that's what this smells like. It's like a subtle leathery scent. There, see? It's almost, it's like the consistency of honey, but not that thick. So it's somewhere in between a beard oil, which is very runny because it's an oil, and a more thick lotion. And that's what I like about it, because the beard oil I was using just wasn't enough, and I know I'm using way too much. You don't have to comment that. I know people are like, just use one drop. But for me, I'm attacking it. I'm attacking this goatee like I'm knocking it down. I'm knocking down the itch, the irritation. And if I got to use so much of this stuff that it's like dripping off me like chicken grease, so be it. Of course, my wife and kids haven't kissed me in the past month, but what the heck? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Here's what I do, though. Hold on a second. Let me get a wipe over here. I get one of these fragrance-free baby wipes from Target, and if I get a little too much, I just wipe around my beard so it doesn't look like I just ate like a greasy, you know, chicken leg or or something. And it'll probably also, you know, not make my skin break out. There we go. Clean up, throw in the garbage. So that's it. That's all for today. And no, it's still there. Still there, still gray, still growing, still bothering me a little bit. Not that bad. I was able to make it through the week with that beard oil, this jelly beard stuff from Boss Man. I'll put a link to that. I'll put a link to the Captain's Choice, NorEaster. And, oh, I forgot. This was hidden behind my Barbasol. Shout out to Doug Shepler. There you go, Doug. Shout out to you, buddy. I write these things down and I put them and it was hiding behind the Barbasol like that. So Doug Shepler, shout out to you. Got you right there at the end. Thanks to Scott again for sending me the NorEaster. Go check out his website for all the things that he has. And that's it for today. Everybody have a great weekend and I will see you all on Monday.